Hello, good morning, dear children. We are back again with the rest part of the chapter 2, The Adventures of Toto, from your book Moments. Dear children, in the previous video, I have already detailed page number 7, A, and 8. In this video, I am going to detail page number 9 and 10, and that will be the end of this chapter. So, let's begin now from page number 9. You can see the lines when Toto was finally accepted by grandmother. So in the previous video you came to know that the coming of Toto in the house was kept secret from grandmother because grandmother disliked any kind of pets keeping in the house. Now from this paragraph we will come to know that grandmother came to know about Toto's presence. So see here, the writer's grandmother finally came to know of Toto's presence in the house. She allotted him space in the stable. You can see the word given stable. What is a stable? It is a place for keeping horses. So the grandmother specially allotted a space in the stable along with the family donkey. And you know children, what was the name of that family donkey? It was Nana. Nana was the name of family donkey. On the first night in the stable, grandfather visited Toto. So on the very first night itself, grandmother went to see Toto. Now you know children what happened? He found Nana the donkey restless, pulling its rope in order to stay away from the heap of hay. There was a heap of hay, okay. Hay meaning the the dry grass which is used for feeding animals. So the donkey was restlessly, he was pulling its rope. Coming to the next line, you can see the word, you can see the meaning, it is given halter. What do you mean by halter? See, actually halter is a strap or a loop placed around the head of a horse or any other animal. And what is it is used for? It is used for loading or tethering or tying it. So like a strap which was attached to them, and we use for tethering, tying or loading. Coming to the next paragraph, you can see grandmother gave Nana, next line, a slap. See, grandfather hit Nana, he gave a slap, you can see Nana on the back. For that word is haunches. You can see the word given haunches meaning back. So grandfather hit Nana on the back in order to stop it. The word it is given jogged. What do you mean by jogged? Jogged meaning stopped. So in order to stop, Nana jumped back with a jerk and Toto was dragged along with her. Toto was dragged. Toto was also, see, you can see the word given dragging. Dragging meaning pulling, okay, pulling hard. So Toto was also pulled back with a jerk and Toto was dragged along with the donkey Nano. Next, coming to the next paragraph, a great treat for Toto. In the winter season, Toto enjoyed having a warm bath. You can see here given during cold winter evening, large bowl of warm. So this paragraph is about Toto enjoyed having a warm bath. He would pretend to be selfish, and before starting his bath, Toto would check the temperature of the water also. How clever Toto was, children. Before taking bath, he used to check the temperature of the water, whether it was very hot or very cold. He would copy the writer and stepped into the tub 1 foot at a time. See the cleverness of this Toto. How did he come to know the temperature of water? He had seen the writer doing it. The writer used to take his bath, and before bathing during winter evenings, the writer used to put his finger to know the temperature of water. So Toto has copied it. He had copied from the narrator. So he would copy everything from the narrator and stepped into the tub 1 foot at a time. He did not keep his both feet. Rather, he kept only 1 foot so that if it will be hot, he can remove out from the tub. Finally, he would sit in the water with his face out of it. Then he would rub himself with soap. When the water became cold, he would run out of it to the stove in the kitchen in order to dry himself. So see the cleverness of this Toto. This paragraph is about how he used to take his bath during winter evening, and when the water was cold, he felt very cold. So immediately after taking his bath, he ran in the kitchen to dry himself. Now coming to the next, you can see Toto got annoyed if he was laughed upon. He would get hurt. So if the other people, anybody, you can see if anyone laughed at Toto, then what he did, you know, children. So he got annoyed. He became angry. If somebody laughed upon him, he would get hurt and then refuse to take bath. See this cleverness, children. Even monkey used to become angry. He was angry. He got angered. You know why? When someone laughed at him, he felt that he had been hurt. And in that way, he refused to take a bath. The writer recollects an incident. You can see in the next line, we will come to know a large kitchen kettle. You can see a large kitchen kettle from here. Okay, the figure is also given about kettle. Now, so let's see what happened one day. So the writer recollects an incident when Toto had almost boiled himself. See, he was alive and he almost boiled himself in hot water. In a kettle, water was boiling. What is kettle, children? Kettle is a container in which water is boiled. We say kettle. It is a container in which water is boiled. So in a large kettle, water was boiling on the stove. Toto climbed up to the stove and removed the lid, the cover from it. He felt that the water was only warm enough for him to take a bath. He entered the kettle with his head out of it. When the water started boiling, it became hot for Toto. He thought of coming out of the kettle, but as the temperature outside was cold for him, he stayed in it. See, the water was boiling, and see what he has done it. He had removed the cover, the lid of the kettle, and he put his head inside. But since the temperature outside was very cold, this Toto stayed in it. Toto kept on jumping in the kettle for a while because the water was boiling and it was very hot. The Toto kept jumping because he did not come out even because it was very cold outside. So he was jumping in the boiling water in the kettle. And then after, you can see the naughtiness of mischievous. See how mischievous he was. Next, he kept on jumping, and now it was when the writer's grandmother arrived that he took the half-boiled monkey out of the kettle. If there is a part in our brain that governs, that controls our ability to create mischief, then that part in Toto's brain was highly developed, as he had great capacity to do mischief. He was very, very naughty, very mischief. That's why he did all the mischievous act. He was always busy doing mischief and mischief. Because here also example of his mischief, we have seen it, isn't it, in this paragraph, how he himself almost boiled in the kettle. Now next it is given, whenever the writer's aunt passed him, he tried to tear their dresser. See the other mischievous, how mischievous he was. He used to tear the dress of the ant too. Not only that, children, come in the next paragraph. The writer remembers another incident when Toto created a lot of mischief. At lunch time, what happened at lunch time? See, another mischievous act of this Toto. See, at lunch time, a dish of rice, that is pulao, was placed on the dining table. And pulao, you know, steamed rice. It is also a kind of dish, a steamed rice dish, but that is mixed with either chicken, mutton, egg or whatsoever, even veg also, vegetables and all. So, at the lunch time, a dish of rice was placed on the dining table. When the family reached to eat, they found Toto eating it. See, Toto was eating the pulao. The writer's grandmother screamed. She shouted at Toto, and in response, he threw a plate at her. So, in return, what Toto do? Toto just threw a plate at grandmother. Not only that, when the ant tried to catch Toto, he threw a glass of water in their face. So this was all complete messy. Everything was mischievous. When the grandfather arrived, Toto left the place through a window with the dish of rice along with him. Toto, the monkey, carried the dish of rice along with him and he escaped through the window. Toto remained out the entire afternoon. The entire afternoon he was outside. He remained out with that dish of rice, with that pulao. He sat on a branch of the jackfruit tree. Jackfruit is a kind of a what? You can see in the picture, it is a kind of a vegetable. So, jackfruit tree, he was decided to eat all the pulao, all the rice. As the grandmother had screamed, shouted on him, he wanted to annoy her. The monkey wanted to make grandmother angry further. And so after eating the rice, finishing all the pulao, he threw the dish. It broke into several pieces. And finally what happened? You can see in the last para. Finally what happened? Grandfather realized that Toto was not suitable to be kept at home because he was too much troublesome and creating mischievous to everybody. House was everything in messy because of him. So grandmother now felt not to keep Toto at home. They could not manage the frequent losses that he gave them. So there were so many losses in the house, breaking of the plates, tearing of other things, all the things were broken every day. So they could not manage the frequent loss that Toto gave them. He tore clothes, curtains. You can see what are frequent losses were there. Sometimes he used to break the dish. He used to tore clothes, even curtains, even wallpapers, and broke dishes, vessels. etc. and all. So the grandfather in the last sold Toto back to the same Tonga driver for a sum of 3 rupees. So children, that's the end of the chapter now. Now what is the message of this chapter? The message of the chapter is that the writer intends to convey the message that baby animals look cute. Okay, they are so pretty, cute, and we are tempted, we are attracted to keep them as pets. However, we should not get carried away by their prettiness. You know why, children? Because each animal has its own beauty, its own characteristics. Some animals, like monkeys, are very mischievous. They can cause a lot of damage if one is not careful with them. So, one should not keep animals as pets unless one has enough information, adequate information and skill to train and handle them. It shows that not all animals can adapt themselves to human way of life. However, animals thrive, live better in their natural habitat only. So monkey's natural habitat was jungle. So he could have lived a better life in their natural habitat in the jungle. But see, he was kept in the house and he created so many mischievous works and acts and deeds in the house. So children, that's all. Thank you all children. Bye.